All right, it is December 30th, and that means we're going into New Year's Eve shows. I'm going to tell you all about them. Also, a time of reflecting on the last year, right? For everyone. Should all acquaintance be forgot, right? That's a drinking song if you really look at the lyrics. But regardless, reflecting on the last year, some awesome stuff, even for myself. I mean, I got to see so many bands that I discovered in the past 2 or 3 years, especially through 2020, like Cheek Face and Teenage Halloween, Lex, the Lexicon artist. I got Littlest Man Band. I'm like trying to fucking Grumpster. Like a lot of awesome bands that I discovered and got to see and got to take photographs of. And just, I'm so happy about that. Also got, speaking of taking photographs, got to fucking take pictures of Circle Jerks of all things, and like also of course of some favorites like AJJ, Playboy Man Baby, Venomous Pinks, Anti-Flag. Like it's been an awesome, bittersweet year for me that I'm happy for all the opportunities I've got. I got to take pictures at the M3F festival, which fucking, if I can do it again, be awesome. I just need this stupid thing that's unfortunately almost taken, well, as of the 4th of January, will be half a year will have taken of pretty much of my life to have to battle with my own body for energy, and through this chronic fatigue, through this brain fog. It's not fun. A lot of these videos are actually powered by caffeine because the crash is horrible. That's why at least I can go to a couch or a bed after I record these, but it at least helps me get through and power through these. And like we're still doing doctor's visits. We had one just a week ago. Checked heart, breathing. At this point, we're trying just theories based on the existing diagnosis, like sleep apnea, seeing if maybe it's my body storing insulin and maybe get me some more energy from that. But we're kind of hitting the point of where research is still going and not a lot of solutions. So it's kind of become, well, it's been a waiting game, but more so as we don't have a ton of like things to look at until this kind of goes away, which sucks. So bittersweet, but some amazing opportunities, and hopefully with the new year I can get this stupid long haul COVID to go the fuck away, and try to get back to normal, or try to figure out what the safest path is so I don't have to fucking go through this again. But yeah, so that's my long-winded, it was a hell of a year. I think that's the best way to summarize it. A lot of good stuff, a lot of good stuff, and thank you for all the opportunities that everyone who I've been in contact with and helped with and get these photo opportunities, and love it all. Just appreciate it. It's amazing. Now I just need to stop having this battle with my body for fatigue and energy and fucking everything draining me. And it's so frustrating. But you probably already know that. You probably and yeah, we have things we want to try and celebrate, right? We got New Year's Eve, which we're going to figure out how I can power through until midnight, if I can power through. Might just be hanging at the closest venue to me, which still, if I can get out, maybe that's cool. If not, it's not personal. It's just trying to figure out the best way to get through this and hopefully get better soon. Anyways, on that note, let's not bring it down too much. But we got some awesome New Year's Eve shows to tell you about. Plus, a good week. It's a little better, still a little late, but we'll get into that. So let's safely go. Thank you, as always, to Tony from Dumpster Hump, or at least the band that used to be Dumpster Hump, for that theme you hear at the top there. And yeah, of course, every week, always say, let's safely go, because please, 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 if my long COVID isn't a warning, we want to at least just lower the spread of even the flu. Wear a mask. A room full of masks will lower the spread of a lot of these viruses, and that is just helpful and makes these spaces more inclusive to everyone to attend. We still have immunocompromised friends. I hope we haven't forgot about them. They want to also see some live music one of these days and feel safe and comfortable doing it. So that helps, and it helps your favorite touring bands, especially the smaller, mid-sized ones. They need it because a postponement, a losing of a member, can have issues with their finances and trying to just do a tour. They might just have to cancel. They might not even come back for another year because they can't make it all work and have to head home. All that fun stuff. So please, let's take precautions. Of course, there is the flu shot. There is an Omicron vaccine shot too to boost. So ways to help lower the issues here and help. Of course, if you're still watching this and not shaking my fist, your fist, my fist is just, yeah. Anyways, there's gestures there we will not go into. But if you are not thinking, oh, this is a political thing, because it's not a political thing, well then, also, please be sure to like wherever you're watching this. And if you're on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe. As those numbers go up, I get access to more features like ad revenue. But as you can tell, you're not skipping a 6-second ad right now, so we're not getting that yet. But also, it gets you notification with this content or any other content I upload to it, like some of the Twitch streams that I do when I have the energy. Those get backed up and kind of stored over on the YouTube channel. So another cool thing that I do over there. Plus the interviews. If you didn't check out the latest Concerts Consoles, getting to do the interview with Crazy in the Brain, that's another thing that was fucking amazing. Getting them to come here and do that interview, and I made it through it, so that was even better. Probably adrenaline and nerves driving that, but also just great dudes. And great to just talk and play some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with them. Shredder's Revenge. Plug. But yeah, so of course, the other thing you can do if you want to support is go to patreon.com/everyshowjoe, even $1 a month. I have $1 a month here. That helps me out with a little bit. $5 a month. That's like buying me a beer a month. That kind of stuff. Or a venue water. It's kind of the same price. Depends the venue. If you go to Desert Sky Pavilion there, whatever sponsor you want to put, auction, I think. Yeah, it's probably even more. So, anyways. But yeah, patreon.com/everyshowjoe. That's how you can also support and appreciate everyone that does already. Other thing you can do for free is go to everyshowjoe.com. Speaking of some of those awesome opportunities, you can see all those photographs, all those shows I've written about, all on the website there, everyshowjoe.com, including more recently the AJJ with Veronica Everhart show, and also the Anti-Flag show that I mentioned, I name dropped, with the Venomous Pinks, with We Are the Union, with the Limit Club, like some awesome stuff on there. And in the menu bar there, you can see a link to the Concert Consoles episode with Crazy in the Brains, so even better. But yeah, so go check that out. And one more little housekeeping plug. If you click the store link, there is an Every Show Joe shirt that you can actually grab and pick up and, support. Wear it around. People will still check it out. Helps me out. And yeah, appreciate it if you can. If not, no worries. Of course, this is also the part where I like to fucking emphasize fuck racism, fuck homophobia, fuck transphobia, fuck sexism, fuck all the bullshit that dehumanizes everyone, pretty much. It's human rights. These are fucking just basic human rights, and there are assholes out there that apparently feel this is some petty bullshit that still runs through this society, and hopefully we can work to decrease and lower it until it's hopefully gone, but nearly nothing at least. And so I like to throw out stuff like Black Lives Matter, BLMPHX, Metro.org for the Phoenix section. PodAirInAction.org is another good Phoenix one, both tackling similar issues, ways to get involved on their websites. StopAAPIHate.org is another good resource to get involved. That's for Asian American and Pacific Islander specific, but there's all ways to get involved. FirstNations.org for Indigenous or Native Americans. All that stuff is ways to help, and they all take donations, so if you don't have time, that kind of stuff too. Also, of course, go throw support out there. We got our National Center for Transgender Equality. It is transequality.org. They're working for just equal rights, equal work rights, all that stuff that should be guaranteed, but unfortunately it isn't they're working on it. So one way to get involved. Also been throwing out there the the Colorado Healing Fund. That was the one with that horrible shooting at the Club Q in Colorado. They've been wanting people to donate to, which coloradogives.org/donate/CO Healing Fund is a way to get to that. And then throughout, of course, the ones that are involved with our punk scene, with our local music scenes, and our nationwide. We got the Siderock Project helping with homeless, with against self-harm, all that kind of stuff. The siderockproject.org is their site, and there's a Phoenix section there, too. You can get involved. Of course, Punk Rock Saves Lives. I think most of my friends probably know it now, right? But they're another good one to get involved with and help and support and that kind of stuff. So, punkrocksaveslives.org, pretty much. And given it's Arizona, and we'll see what the new Democratic leadership, though we still have a Republican state Senate, by a slim margin now. How about that? We'll see what happens next year, but right now we're still enforcing a territorial law because we're that archaic in the beliefs of some of the leadership in this state of Arizona. So ways to also get out there, and at least, so there's resources there for those that need it for help with reproductive rights and how to, well, with just learning and needing the needs they need. It doesn't even have to be abortion, but yeah, they help with that too. Abortionfundofaz.org is the website. Go there. And yeah, also projecthope.org, another one. They're helping in multiple places. They're helping in Ukraine. They're helping with Puerto Rico, rebuilding after these hurricanes, all that stuff. Another good resource. And these are just suggestions I throw out every week. Of course, if there's something that you're like, this sounds cooler, go do it. Just do something that brings a little more positivity to the world, a little more happiness, and it'll go a long way. Even for just even one person, it'll give them a great day and experience. So go and try. Of course, speaking of giving people a good experience and help, you're like, well, my favorite bands and musicians, how do I support them? And, you know, the simplest, easy way is go buy the merch, go buy the shirts, go buy the CDs, go buy, you know, the vinyls, the band camps, the things I always forget about because we're not always colder weather, but hoodies and I could say handkerchiefs. Fuck, why can't I remember? Scarves. People wear scarves in other cities. So that kind of stuff. Anything that goes directly to the bands is the simplest way. And even wearing my hoity-toity shirt because they were one of my fucking favorite discoveries, discovering them on that Sitting on Stacy and Aquadoll show that they opened on. And that was fucking awesome. And then I got to see them again play with our local Fairy Bones. How about that? Like, there's so many awesome bands out there, and being able to just discover them, just one of the more reasons this year was still awesome, despite what happened with my case of COVID and fucking long haul COVID, keeping symptoms around. But yeah, throw that out there. Go support your favorite bands, your favorite musicians. That's the most direct, simple way you can donate and help, because other stuff takes a little more of a cut, but regardless, they appreciate it. And of course, NIVA, the National Independent Venue Association, they are the ones set up thanks to 2020 because your favorite independent venues did not have a interest, or anyone really representing them in their interests in Congress or anything of government. So they were established. They are now there lobbying for the interests of your favorite independent venues. They are also there to they have an emergency fund. So any of your venues that might need help on rent or whatever, they're there to try and help where they can. So really cool. Go support NIVA, NIVASSOC.org. And of course, simple, easiest way to support is, well, you know, going and watching a show, right? Go to the venues and go watch the bands. And yeah, please, it's appreciative to be messed up, that kind of stuff. Tonight, kind of light. We're going to start with tonight, Friday the 30th. And yes, all times are Arizona times, which are Mountain Standard Times. So hopefully I did the math right, especially on the streams. But regardless, go right into it. We got tonight, the first night of Roger Klein and the Peacemakers over at the Crescent Ballroom. They're playing with Vandaliers, 7 p.m. start for this one. So really cool. We also got Exploding Oranges, and it just shows with guests, so you can go find out. They're going to be over at Yucca Tap Room at 8 p.m. And then we got a Tucson one that's really cool. We got Noah Martin Band with New Misphoria, Amy Manoz, and Strange Vacation at Club Congress. That went down in Tucson, 7 p.m. So if you're looking for an escape to drive to, there you go. Or if you're already in Tucson, even easier, right? Plus, we got Scott Clausen always streaming on his Twitch, twitch.tv/Scott Clausen. Go tune in 10 p.m. And yeah, you might know him from the Lewis Man Band. You might know him from Real Big Fish. You might just know him, right? But yes, he's doing awesome streams with one of the most positive, uplifting environments and people that hang out with him. So yeah, I know you're like, wait. We need to get to New Year's Eve. That's what I'm anxiously waiting. And here we are. We're on New Year's Eve now. We're on the 31st, Saturday. And I'm going to put all in front of them. We're going to put New Year's Eve, so you know they're planning to go to midnight as far as I can tell. Any of these could be flipped around. I kind of thought this was the most loaded. Sounds like a blast. And I'm going to start off with the New Year's Eve show with Playboy Man Baby, with Breakup Shoes, with Sydney Sprague, with Okinawa Plane Crash, with Veronica Everhart, with Diva Bleach, Spicy Mayo, and Wallace Hound. Like, fuck, yes, right? You're already just like, that is amazing. Where is it? And I'm like, well, it's at Crescent Ballroom. And then you're like, okay, cool. I'm going to put that down. But then, wait. That's not the only loaded show. You might just be loaded out this next show. But, of course, get a DD, Lyft, Uber, all that. Do the safe stuff if you're going to do that. Regardless, 9 p.m. is when they're planning to start music over Crescent Ballroom. And I'll get to why it's also starting late. That's a lot of bands. 2 stages, too, over Crescent. But let's get into the next really, really awesome one. Is Left Alone is back in Phoenix. And yes, they're going to be playing with Skulldrug. They're going to be playing with TV Tragedy. They're going to be playing with Thrash Can, Corky's Leather Jacket, and Perfect Sense at Yucca Tap Room. That one is 7 p.m. start for you if you're looking to get going early on in the evening. And yeah, Left Alone was supposed to be last year's, but now they are making it up because last year they had COVID and kind of ended up having to cancel last minute. But this year we are so far as a recording good, and that is exciting. Of course, not the only other option. We got more options for your New Year's Eve, and let's go with, we got Goldwax Revival with Sugar Thieves with Jaffe's Ascent over the last season live. This one showing an 8:30 start, so really cool. I guess everyone's kind of starting around 9 and 8. It's kind of spread out. We'll see. We'll go through this. We'll figure this out. You can sort it out. We also got Urban Life. They're going to do with OG Clinto and Hollos, and the Rebels at Hooper's Bar, 8 p.m. in, I believe, Glendale. So you can check that out and get some, your reggae rock on. We also got New Year's Eve with Police State, Blue Joy, Troubled Minds, Commiserate, which I know there's some stuff, but... and Alibi at the Alibi House, 8 p.m. Generally a very awesome lineup, so that's why it's still on here. And yeah, we also got Roger Klein and the Peacemakers. Yes, they're doing a second night, day, whatever you want to describe it, with Vandaliers. But here's the thing: it's at 4:15 p.m. So if you're going to Crescent Ballroom, they're going to be doing that show 4:15, then clearing it out, and then going right into that Playboy Man Baby show. So you could make it actually an evening of just eating burritos, those awesome burritos that Crescent does, because I am just apparently taking this opportunity to keep pushing those burritos. Carne asada is what mine is. I know, bean and cheese. Everyone likes the bean and cheese. Oh, and the tacos. Basically, you can order a lot of things off that menu. Probably be good. But yeah, you can hang on Crescent Ballroom starting at 4:15 with that one. And also, keep going down this list. There is plenty of New Year's stuff for you. We got Downtown Phoenix. What was it? Downtown Phoenix on New Year's Eve. Freaktacular, as they're billing it. With Jerusafunk, with Indigo the Martian, with Pajama. There we go. Tatiana Crespo, Ape Tight, and a lot more, starting at 7:30 p.m. at the Lost Leaf. We still got more. Almost there. We got New Year's Eve Party, New Year's Eve Party is what they're calling it, with Lost Dutchman, with Alien, Silence is Maddest, one of my favorites to catch this year. Burn Bridges and more at Blues Bar. This one's showing 4:50 p.m. It's starting with the music, so also an early start. Trapper John's even has some stuff for you with World Class Thugs and San Jacinto Prison Band at Trapper John's, starting at 9 p.m. I think. I don't know what time. I just saw it on the calendar, so we put it on the calendar. Usually their stuff starts at 9. And then we got, of course, I assume he's going to be doing this on Saturday morning. But we got the Kepi Show with Kepi Ghoulie, 10 a.m. Arizona time. Go catch on his Facebook. And streams randomly throughout the week. So just give him a follow and catch him. One of the other just most awesome, nice people you can go watch play music. And then Sunday, we got New Year's. We got brand new year, 2023. Sparkly things in the air. Right, that's how we decorate a new year. Or maybe with a hangover and some Tylenol. But regardless, and a Bloody Mary, right? That's the other thing, people. That's acquired taste. Regardless, we got a little bit of music. We got Freud and Bummer Girl with Ultraviolet Communication, 13370 Rebel Lounge, 7:30 p.m. And, of course, if they are streaming on New Year's, we got Buy Me Bambi over on their Twitch, doing their music show, twitch.tv/BuyMeBambi, 3 p.m. You can tune in for that. Monday is I Got Nothing That I Found or Like. So relax, nurse that hangover for second day if you're still nursing it. And then Tuesday, got Chris Murray doing his Blue Bee live stream over on his Facebook, 6 p.m. Arizona time. You can go tune in for those. Those are so much fun and so awesome. We got Scott Kloffenstein over on his Twitch at 10 p.m. And this is the morning day. If you want to catch Buy Me Bambi streaming in the morning at twitch.tv/BuyMeBambi, ice them at 9 a.m. And there you go. Then Wednesday, some of my favorite people are in town for Punk Rock versus Hip Hop with Some Kind of Nightmare. They're back here in Phoenix playing a Blah Division with We Might Be Wasted, and they're playing against DJ 135 and Guess is what it says at Rips Bar, 8 p.m. for that one. We also got Police State with Bethany Home and Gone Before Us TV Messages over at the Rebel Lounge. 7 p.m. start for that one. Scott Kloffstein streaming on his Twitch, usually 10 a.m. This is the morning one for Scott. You can tune in over on his Twitch. And Buy Me Bambi, in reverse, they're going to be 6:30 p.m. if you're looking for your evening music stream. Thursday, we've got Wild Earth with Tabletop Joe, Mississippi Nova, and the Edisons at Last Legs Alive for, that's a fucking banger, 7:30 p.m. We got Josue's Haunted Honky Tonk with U.S. Grave, Spiritual Warfare, and the Greasy Shadows at Yucca Tap, 8 p.m. And yeah, Friday, another big one, a big emotional one, especially for local music fans here that lost PC here. PC Celebration of Life is going to be happening, and it's an early one. I know I've got work, but if you do have the afternoon free, there's a bunch of music to go check out. We got Dry River Yacht Club, we got the Haley Green Band, we got Jason DeVore, we got Black Moods, Robin Wilson of Gin Blossoms, Wives and Strange Young Things, Sugar Thieves, Future X's, Ghetto Cowgirl, and more at Yucca Tap starting at 2 p.m. according to the event. So holy hell, get out there. They're going to be making it, I know, it's an appropriately huge celebration for PC, who was lost a couple of weeks ago. So really awesome. But not the only thing on Friday that's really good, because we got Open Mike Eagle back here in Phoenix with Video Dave at the Valley Bar, 7:30 p.m. for that. Got Scaring Kids with Bite the Hand, and Winter Haven back down from Flagstaff here at the Nile, 7 p.m. You got the Atomic Punks, which are a an early Van Halen tribute band is what they're building. But more throwing it on here because of the people that are opening for. We got Stereo Rex, Luxia, Rad Stacy's on there, and Sincerest, or I made a typo, at the Marquee Theater, 7 p.m. And a good Tucson one, as I think it's the beginning of their tour. Sean Benet of, AJJ, and Tim Casher of The Cursive and The Good Life. They're going to be starting their tour with Veronica Everhart over the Groundworks down in Tucson, 7 p.m. Go check that out. Plus, got still a couple more. We've got Break or Bleed with the Manifest Destiny with Inept Hero and Hernia at the Den up in Prescott, 6:30 p.m. At least if I read all the fonts right, those should be the right names of the bands. I at least can read Inept Hero. That's why they're on the list. And then, yeah, of course, Scott Kloffstein over on Twitch, 10 p.m. usually every Friday. Keep an eye on the socials if you can't, but regardless, awesome stuff. Of course, it's attuned to my taste, and that's why I recommend it. But of course, we're human. We have so many different tastes, and that's what's awesome. Also, a good way to be exposed to some of the awesome stuff out there if you're not actually checking it out. So actually kind of how I discover some of this stuff, and it's really cool. Regardless, hopefully you guys have fun out there. Definitely be safe, like I said. Get a D&D, get Lyft, Uber, whatever. If you're going to be drinking out there on New Year's Eve, or even, I think, usually the City of Phoenix runs the light rail late for free. So you can also take that if you're going downtown and doing any of that. So a couple options out there. Be safe, of course. Also, please mask up. Consideration for everyone, including the bands, the touring bands, everyone. And I think that's all I got. So have fun. Be safe. And I've got to... let's try this. There we go. All right, now we got it. All right, so yeah, of course, take care. Be safe. And until next week, I'll see you later.